A little?
But I can't really like put my finger on it.
Well, that was a taste of Mozart's Ein klein Nachmusik. Well, I will play the whole song, you probably recognize it. Well, did every one of you realize that music permeates each and every culture on this magnificent planet? Yes? No? Well, this is an extension of who I am. This is one of the many things that completes me, and this gives me a universal voice in a world full of many languages. Hello everyone, my name is Brenda Nicole Banuelos, and this is my violin. If I'm a little nervous, okay. I was first introduced to this beautiful instrument during my first year in middle school and have performed in annual concerts for approximately 6 years. Within that time frame, I was asked to become an instructor for a mariachi group in my high school. The violin is a significant part of my musical culture and has changed my life in ways I could never have imagined. Introducing yourself to a musical instrument can potentially enrich your life through the universal language of music. First and foremost, I would like to share with you how and when I was introduced to the violin. Secondly, I would like to express the importance of the violin in my life. My introduction to the violin began as I observed my brother playing the instrument in his room at home. The day he brought home the instrument to practice, I noticed he was struggling just a little, but to me it was a lot. I then wondered if I was able to surpass his abilities to play the violin, and I saw this as a challenge to myself, so I decided to enroll in a beginner's music class as a violinist. Picking up the instrument for the first time brought me an unforgettable feeling of happiness. I was enthusiastic to bring the instrument home and show it to my mom. So I promptly began playing my new instrument to express my joy in it. My musical career began, I believe, as a young child and progressed steadily through my young adulthood. I eventually became proficient enough where I was invited to perform at the school's annual concerts alongside, of course, more advanced violinists. My progression continued to the point where I was invited to transform beginner violinists into a fully functioning mariachi group, which I thought was a lot of pressure, because I was only a senior at the time, but apparently they saw something in me that I didn't feel like I saw in myself, but it helped me. So, as their music teacher, I found it very helpful to look back and use successful teaching methods that my former teachers used. And even though the training regimen I implemented was rigorous, it was effective. The commitment and effort of my students to transition from a beginner violinist into a cohesive mariachi group was reflected in their performance. The success of my students made me proud not only as a teacher, but as a student of music. My past musical experiences as both a student and teacher of music have given me a greater appreciation for musical instruments, and more specifically the violin. I am a musician, and I am an integral part of the musical culture. As a musician, I have gained a greater confidence when playing the violin. I have also gained a greater appreciation for teachers of music, or teachers in general, and their students. In addition, I have also gained a greater understanding of the difficulties many students that are new to music have when they are trying to start their musical careers. It brings me great joy to share my talent with my friends and my family. Sometimes I get nervous. It's understandable. Everyone gets nervous. But once you play that instrument for someone you really care about, it hits them right here. And then it hits you too. So it means a lot. As a musical teacher, I find great satisfaction in teaching others to experience the sheer joy that a musical instrument can bring to their life. The violin has enabled me to help my students discover their musical potential. In one instance, one of my students was able to apply what she learned and play her violin for her mother's birthday, which is something I still need to accomplish. So I'm proud of her for that. The violin has been such a great influence in my life, really big influence. I was nervous about presenting this because I was like, oh, then I'm gonna have to play something, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna get over that hurdle and I'm gonna do this because this is a very important aspect of my life. And I will continue to share those experiences with others in the hopes that they are encouraged to pick up a musical instrument. In conclusion, many lives can be and have been changed through the introduction of a musical instrument. First, I shared with you the introduction of the violin in my life. Then I shared with you the significance of the violin in my life. And I would like to leave with you this note. I am Brenda, and this is my violin. It is an extension of who I am.